So when you are, you've got a few houses that you're looking at, really is where these next couple of questions lead into. So the next question is, can the seller state in the land contract that the buyer receives the house in an as-is condition and that they waive all claims against the seller concerning the condition of the property?
Well, sure. I mean, you can write into the agreement anything that you want, but I want to caution you, and the people who are watching this tonight. The thing is that the land contract, what people forget is the land contract is the seller financing instrument. In there, it will tell you everything about the buyer's obligations, the seller's obligations, but it's not the purchase agreement. That's where people make this confusion. I've told you this before too, Blair. You know, if you're finding a property, you don't rush in and go, here, let me take a land contract, because it's the purchase agreement. You got one board document. It's the purchase agreement that dictates what are the terms of your seller financing.
Right.
And when you're buying on a piece of property, you need some time to inspect the property. You need some time to do whatever the due diligence you need to do. And the purchase agreement should be executed. And within the financing section, and I know that a lot of the investors here who are watching, I've seen look at guys, I have seen your purchase agreements, your one pagers, and they say, this is how I'm going to buy, and these are the three vehicles, either mortgage, cash, or land contract, right? Well, that's what you have to have in that purchase agreement. You tick off land contract, but all the other terms, that's a financing provision. How are you financing it? Land contract. All the other terms are very similar to any other deal you're used to doing when you buy a property and you, let's say, go get a mortgage, or you're dealing with a realtor. That's where you're going to dictate the terms within the purchase agreement, and it's going to say, hey, we're going to sell this to you on land contract. Here are the terms. And now you go and you have an attorney or somebody who's capable of writing competently a very good land contract that will say, oh, well, here's the financing terms, but here's all the other things that you have to do while you're buying this property under the land contract. Here are your obligations as a seller. Here are your obligations as a buyer. Okay.
So the language stating the condition of the home
that would be in the purchase agreement,
not within the land contract. That's within the purchase agreement.
Right.
Okay. Well, that really ties into.
You could put it in the land contract.
Okay.
Okay. Buyer's taken as is, but it's best to put it in the purchase agreement. And you also, when you're buying a home on land contract, just because you're buying a land contract doesn't mean that you give up your right to a home inspection. It doesn't mean that you don't get a seller's disclosure statement. Those are still required by law. And a lead paint disclosure, if you're going to live in the property, you need to have that. But the seller's disclosure is required to be delivered by the seller. Just because he's selling on land contract doesn't mean he's excused and exempt from providing that disclosure. Okay. So the mechanics of the purchase agreement, the mechanics of the purchase still always need a purchase agreement. Then you have the land contract that comes